All right, so the next step is the sawmill head assembly. With the sawmill resting approximately 6 inches above the ground, slide the two front posts through the top of the post sleeves. Do not assemble them from the bottom. There are wedge-shaped caps on the bottom of each post. Help aid with assembly of the post through the nylon post sleeve bushings. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is get our sawmill sitting in the right place. Right? So let's get it up about 6 inches. These are 5.5. But they're not sliding right in there. Put them from the top. This screw hole is supposed to be on the inside. Oh, that's not going right in there like I thought it would. I wonder. If I can persuade it a little bit. I wonder if those shouldn't be loosened. That one's through. I think I'll loosen it a little. $13 Well, the instructions don't say to loosen those. That seems to have helped, though. It's a lot easier than the other one was. I know they're segmented. Okay, well, my new camera magnet here is stronger than I am. Whew, whoa. Okay, so I got both of them in, so that's a start. I got one screw, just mentions one, though there is a threaded hole in the other, doesn't say anything about it. And it only mentions one of those, and it was already in. Okay, so we'll go to the carriage legs next. So my plan is to read the instructions as I go. Sound like a good idea? Sorry guys, sometimes you got to do it. So this cap needs to come off now. It says remove wedge caps from bottom of both posts. They are only required for front post assembly. Okay, so let's see. All right, there's one. All right, now what comes next? Next we need the M12 by 80 millimeter hex bolt, 8 of those, 4 of those, 8 washers, 4 lock nuts, and a carriage leg subassembly. So let's get those things together first. Next thing we got to do is we got to install that on there. Let's see if I can get a good camera angle on this for you. Okay, and the bolts go from inside to out. Best I can tell. Am I doing that wrong? Yes, I am. So this goes over on the other side. Yep. Pulley things go on the inside. Okay, so you just want to snug this up a little bit, but not fully tighten them. Come on, ratchet. I got a bunch of ratchets. I'm wondering if I should get a better one out. Okay. Nothing tight. Nothing's tight. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing over here. on the other side. Page, but it does. So it says go to next step. I assume that's this one. Standing the saw head upright. With the help of another person, stand the saw head upright by rotating it around the rounded profiles on the front of the carriage legs. Do not set the saw head on track until instructed to do so in a later assembly process. Okay, so I've got to get some help, and we're going to rotate it around those. Well, I don't know how I did it, but somehow I lost that video. But my wife Laura came out and stood it up just like it shows in the book, and it was very easy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to not snug them, but just take some of the slack out. Okay, that does it. I'm going to get my better ratchet. So it looks like we're going to get to the nitty-gritty now. We're going to put the crossbeam on it. So I've got to get all this hardware together. Plus, here's the crossbeam over here. That's pretty heavy. So that goes on next. All right, let me get the hardware and stuff ready, and then I'll get you in a position where you can watch. Okay, the instructions say I need a second person for this step, but what do you think? Can I do it? I would have more confidence if I hadn't just gotten 4 stitches the other day. Yeah, I was working on something over at the church and using a hacksaw, and I let it slip. Tried to cut my thumb off, but I wasn't successful, so I'm doing fine. Well, I believe that's going to stay there. Don't fall. I see a little welding flash here and there. There's part of the problem. Okay. All right. I think we got a good start. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start some nuts on those, just to make sure I don't lose them. One of these takes a 90 millimeter. I got to figure out which one, or 90 millimeter long. I got to figure out which one that one is. Oops, got to have. Got to have a washer here. So this one takes the 90 millimeter long screw along with the bracket, and it also mentioned putting that in, but that was already in mine. So here's the bolt. I say screw, bolt, whatever you want to call it. We call them machine screws at the shop, or call them bolts. I guess the hex head would call it a bolt. Whatever. It's like, am I making progress or am I making progress? Depends on where I'm standing. Where I'm standing here, I think I'm making progress. But if I was standing a little bit east of here in Ontario, I'd be making progress. So, your choice. But looking good. One more bolt up top, and then the instructions say there's 2 more that should be done last, and we'll get there in just a second. I'm trying to follow instructions best I can, but not a perfect world. Okay, let's see. Everything's got a nut. Yep. Everything over here. Nope. But everything's got a washer. In a second, I'll show you the last 2 we got to do. Hardware pile's getting smaller, but there's still stuff there. Let's see. These are the last ones you're supposed to put in. All right. And here's another one. Goes on this other side here. Let's see. Sorry about that. I'll put you up here where you can see. Make a little wiggle. Which I think is exactly why they want you to put those in last. That's what's called wiggle room. You may think that that's just a political term, but it's probably originated from mechanics. Maybe not, but we're going to use it anyway. So in my lifetime, I've been tool and die. I've been tool and die engineer. I've been aircraft mechanic, or you could call me an engineer from Canada. In the States, we call them aircraft and powertrain mechanics, which is what I was. Okay, we'll snug all these up here and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, when I say I'm snugging these up, I'm actually not. I can turn them with my fingers. I'm actually just limiting some of the wiggle room. So everything is loose right now. Okay, let's go to the next step. And what might that be? I don't know. Let's see. Assemble these bolts last. We did that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna sit down here. Have a cup of coffee. Hi, bud. Hey, Troop. How you doing, big boy? Yeah. Mama let you out so you can see what I'm doing? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. You come to help me? I can use help, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of empty bags here. You notice they mark these bags with what's in them. That's very nice. Overwhelming, can be, but you do it just like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. Okay, so here's our next bunch of stuff. We need 2 M8 by 70s, 4 M8 by 30s, and 2 M8 lock nuts. And looks like we're going to be mounting a winch assembly. Wonder when we mount that. I could look ahead. That's cheating if you read ahead, isn't it? Let's see. I don't see it. Did I miss it? Where is it? Well, they got it on there. How come I'm missing it? Did I go past it here? I might have. Okay. Here we mount that, but we haven't put anything there yet. This is page 43 of 116. That shows you there's a little bit more to do. Okay, so this is page 44. Okay, so we're going to follow it. We're going to do what it says. Sound good, you guys? Alrighty. Alright, so the next job is the winch. And these screws were in another bag not marked. So it took me a few minutes to figure out what they... See how this is orientated. And so we're ready to put it on. So it looks like we want a washer on the top, one on the bottom. As I mentioned earlier, I got some stitches in my thumb here the other day, so I'm trying to be kind of careful with it. There, that one's in. Let's put a washer on it, nut on it. Well, let's just at least put a nut on it for now. Okay, there's a nut. All right. $13 millimeters. Get the washer back on this one. This is the winch that lifts the head up and lowers it. We're just going to snug this again. This we will actually snug. You can set these high or low. I set mine low for now. They got lock nuts on there, so it's not going to vibrate off. They're showing putting the handle on. I know you're not. There's the handle. Okay, hon. I think the next thing we got to do is do something with these cables. So we'll read the instructions and find out. Route the lift cables as shown in steps below. It says engine removed in some views for clarity. Hey, that's going to be tough to take that off there. I think I'll leave it on. All right, let's see. I guess I can just back that up. So apparently these do go over the top. All right, let's see what's happening now. Over that. Over that. Something don't look right. Oh, comes back around. Okay, the crimp's supposed to be way up there. Let's see. Oops. Shows the crimp being up here and going around that. So, what do you think? The longest one? Longest one over there? Okay, that hooks on this. What do you think that one hooks on? I think probably this. How are you supposed to do that? Oh, look, there's a nut down there too. All right. Look at that. Where did you come from? Well, we'll figure this out. But I'm going to think this is going to take some time. This part should be fairly easy. If you didn't have stitches in your finger. Unfortunately, I do. Actually, my thumb. Well, I hope this isn't, these don't get twisted like this. We'll just put that in there temporarily. Hey, be good, buddy. Now, this one. just going to tighten those up just to see if that's what it looks like. So it's hooked on there. Hooked on there around that pulley. Goes over here around this pulley. Back to here, down to there. Okay. And then this one goes down here. But see, there's no easy way to put a nut on that. But being that I was an aircraft mechanic, I think I can probably accomplish it. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but I thought you might want to see how I plan on doing this. Of course, if it takes me 4 or 5 tries, I'll make it look like I did it once. We'll see. So, I'm going to use a magnet to get it down where the bolt is. Not having very good luck so far. Okay, I have it down there, but it is not in a good position. I'm going to use a screwdriver to rotate it. This would work better if I was using a different finger, I think. Okay. See, you can see this. Okay, now I'll get some sort of rinse to turn it on there so it's tight. Okay, so here's the next job. It says to get these bolts ready, and they're already here in the brackets. So let's get the brackets out. It says get the brackets too, so let's just get the brackets out. Two lubrication brackets. So that one, well, the picture shows them to be the same, but they're not. The one's a left and the one's a right. And then we got the nuts. And let's see, those are 13s, I think. Yep, 13s there, okay. And here's the hose. Here's the clamps, and here's the tank. So the bracket hangs like this. Assemble left and right lubrication brackets on the inside faces of the cross beams using 4 screws. Sure that the bolts point inward. Do not tighten the hardware until instructed. All right. I'm going to move the camera around so you all can see. Getting congested in here. So, looking at the picture, I'm thinking this one goes there, and it says be sure the bolts point inward. Well, I'll tell you what, that cable nut there was really hard to get on. And then to tighten after I got it on, I tried using a universal and stuff on it. And I got it, but I mean, a lot of guys would have had a lot of problems with it. I did have problems with it. But I got it. There's the clamp thingies. How this goes. So when you take this nut off of that clamp, it springs out. Now, when you want it done, this is going to be around the tank at the top. And this doesn't really want to slip through there, so you kind of want to slip it out here where you got a little wiggle room. Hey, we're getting to the wiggle room again. All right. Now, up here, that don't want to just go on there. It's got to be straightened out a little. Okay, got it now. Let's see. It says set it on there so it's plumb and slide the brackets on. And then tighten them up. Okay. Okay, those straps are fastened. That's nice and level. Now, it wants me to hook the hose up, so that's next. All right, so now it's time to get the nozzle on here. This is a little different than it says because it talks about a 3mm set screw when actually there's a thumb screw on this one. Let's go around here. Look out, troop. So that's where she comes out. This is the guide block. We just want to make sure water drips on the down on the blade. So now we've got 2 more hoses, and one goes from down there to here, and from here up to the tank. So I'm thinking the shorter one, actually they're both exactly the same size. So I'm going to put one here. I don't think you guys can see me. One there. Bring it up to here. And then this one. I'm not going to put them on real tight right now because I'm pretty sure I'll probably want to adjust them some later. Okay, this one goes into a slip lock. All right. And then this is how you adjust the flow. And this is tells you how much fluid you got in there. Right now, I got nothing. What's next on the agenda for the HM122? Oh, now we're going to put the log scale on. Okay. This is the log scale, by the way, and it's got a couple bolts in it already. Maybe, oh, I think it probably goes like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. So there will be a bracket that it goes onto on here. Probably right there. Probably that bracket right there. All right, let's see what we can do to get this stuff on. Here are the scales. They're magnetic and they go on it. Here's the piece that holds them. And it mounts on that bracket that's right in front of the camera. I'm sure this is something that'll be adjusted more later. Okay. Let's get you guys up here where you can see. Now, we got to figure out how do we get this on there. I may have it all messed up already. We'll see. Okay, guys, here's the whole thing mounted on there, but I can see that thing is bowed. So I don't know if there's something built wrong. That shouldn't be, to me, that shouldn't be that tight like that. That's going to be rubbing this all the time, going up and down. I'll have to talk to the company about that. I don't think that's right. We'll see. Next thing we're going to do is mount the dashboard. And she's heavy. Sorry if I get in your way. Oops. There's one. Hey, come on. Good reason to keep everything loose. Last one. So don't fully tighten it this time. Okay. So good. Now, I can always change this later, and I'm sure it will.
What's it about?
I think it's adjusting working on some. Down here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe turned around the other way. That's good for now, though. Look her over, huh? Whew. Now, apparently once I get it on the track, there's a lot of adjusting to do. But we shall see. This is good for today, though. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, dear.
God bless.